You get Funyuns.
My dealer. I'm some people's dealer, and then I have dealers. So like
Jeannie was just saying that
breakfast.
she is that she has a dealer, and her dealer supplies her with Funyuns. It's like she tried one once and then she couldn't stop.
In middle school, and I haven't been able to stop since. Sometimes when I
think Funyuns are so gross.
They're really disgusting. They don't even have real onions in it.
There's no onions in a Funyun.
Yeah.
It's
onion
so
flavor.
They are pretty gross.
So gross.
So sometimes I'll come.
Tasty.
They're so good. I'll come here and work late, and so I'll go to Faux across the street and get a boba and Target and get a bag of Funyuns.
Oh my God.
Because I go.
And if she makes it home without a stroke or a heart attack, then she's doing all right.
I go, I'm working late, so I deserve I don't know if you ever tell yourself, I deserve a little reward. And my reward is a bag of Funyuns and a boba.
It's a disease, guys. It's a disease.
Sometimes I hear, like, when I watch Hoarders or Intervention, they say things that I say. Like, I deserve a little food reward. And then
everyone does.
Or I'm keeping that because I'm going to give it to my kids later.
I'm shipping that to somebody. I'm going to sell that. These are all the things that I hear on Hoarders that I say, that come out of my mouth.
Is your phone in there?
I always joke that like it shouldn't be called reality TV. It should be called disaster TV. It's Jeannie's also addicted to that.
What am I addicted to?
Disaster TV. She likes watching
Because it's unbelievable.
disasters.
Do I? I love HLN too. And so if I'm here late, then
Too bad, so sad, Dawn.
When
We're
I
not
go
sending
out
it to you.
with my keys, I put them in between my fingers so it's like a weapon. And then I try to be aware of my surroundings. And I look around my car and I'm ready to run. Because look how weak I am. That I could easily be overpowered. So I'm ready to run to the street where it's lit and a car will be passing by. Because it's opportunity. Sometimes it's
motive and opportunity. Those
Yeah.
are the two things that make a crime. And the only reason I know that is because she watches HLN.
Yeah, and
all
I
day,
keep my
every
finger.
day.
I keep my finger on the alarm, because that'll startle them if they attack me. This is all this stuff. And I call Patrick, or I'll pretend I'm on the phone. So I'm talking, and then that way I can be like,
"Hello, Captain Charles."
Who's Captain Charles?
I don't know, the fake police officer you're talking to on your fake phone.
Usually I'm talking to Patrick.
She's like, "Watch me."
You have no Zoom link?
Well, I was
Did you
just kidding, Don, as I hope you realized. I was waiting for her to be like, "Patrick."
You got it to them?
So Shauna just re-emailed. Diane McCormick says that she watches those shows to feel better about drinking wine and having a messy house.
Right? Because you go, I'm bad, but I'm not that bad.
This is why I think she watches them. She's like, "See, Patrick," because she literally says things like that. "See, Patrick, I'm not that bad."
Well, it keeps me in check. It keeps me in check. I go, once it's falling down on me in the sewing room, like once I can't walk through and it falls on me, then I go, it's time to clean up. Yes, those are my guilty pleasures. Patrick doesn't like it.
I'm like, why are we watching these shows?
And
These
then
people have nothing I want.
I carry a stun stick. I need one of those, Elizabeth. A stun stick. But with my
Is that like a
a
taser?
cattle prod? Is it like a cattle prod? Can I get one of those?
You want a stun gun?
You know what would happen? I would accidentally use it on myself. That's what would happen.
Yeah, you know what's funny about all that stuff is, like, statistically speaking, like, if you carry a gun, you're like 10 times more likely to get shot. Like, if you carry a taser, you're like 10 times more likely.
Because I would go to use it, and then I would hesitate, and they'd grab my hands and they'd do this to me. It would be like this.
Properly placed.
That's the other
means that
thing.
You don't have to look for anything.
That's the other thing. I can't. So this morning, it's funny that you say that, because Michelle, I was talking with Violet, and he had his toy in his mouth, and I go, I'm going to kick it. And I go, I'm not going to kick it because my aim's so bad, I would end up kicking Momo in the head instead of the toy. I'm super uncoordinated. If you ever see me throw or catch. And so I tried to do, what did I try to throw something to Momo the other day? And literally I was trying to throw here and it went like there. We were talking about this. I'm the girl that was picked last in gym class. They picked me last every time.
Because you were the smallest. And
except one time Ben Hatch picked me first.
Ooh.
Yeah, in middle school.
Did you and Ben have a thing?
And in my head I thought, oh, he's gonna be so sad. He's gonna regret that decision. And I'm sure he did, because then I was like instantly out. Kickball.
It was either kickball or dodgeball.
Yeah, I was. And you know what? Patrick was the boy they picked first.
Well, sometimes, but.
Most of the time he was the. And I said, would you have married me if I had told you that I was the one that was picked last?
I've always said it. Find somebody that you don't share passions with.
That's not. We have lots of shared passions. Just
well,
not
I mean, just
athletically.
like, I always tell my friends, I'm like, like you get older and things change, and at some point, like, if the only thing that you have is your activities, and then somebody quits those activities, like I know way more people that have quit climbing than started climbing.
We climbed together and skied together.
Yeah.
And then I quit.
I always knew that you were pretending.
It's not my first choice. Right? Why do that when you could, like, sew and knit? Yeah.
I didn't even know she sewed and knit for like 3 or 4 years.
I took a hiatus. I didn't. When,
you're so upright and proper. This is like the best posture I've ever seen.
I usually like to sit like this.
Like Momo shares. Momo's going to be in the store this afternoon.
Because to do this, you have to engage the core, and engaging the core takes effort, and I don't like effort when I sit. That's why when you see me, I'm usually like, ooh.
So if you sit up straight, you can eat the Funyuns without guilt.
Yeah. Look.
Y'all thought we were joking.
Michelle got it for me. It's like, this is kind of like my dirty secret. Like,
not anymore.
I love McDonald's. That's another dirty. I love McDonald's. And then when I eat it, I feel so guilty. Because my whole family, well, Kai and I love McDonald's. So I try to get rid of the evidence, and I try to, like, bury my trash.
I always find it.
Crumple it
like,
really
I'm always
small.
like, when did you go to McDonald's? Like, why is this McDonald's bag shoved underneath your desk here?
I love McDonald's. So I, like, ball it up really small, and I try to hide it in the trash can. Because Violet and Patrick think it's disgusting, but I actually
really like it. Like, I think it tastes great.
It tastes so good.
I feel so horrible after I eat it every time.
Those French fries are so good when they're hot and salty.
Yeah.
Oh God, they're so good.
Yeah.
I remember seeing somebody one time that was
like
telling me like about how like they would watch to make sure that when the person was salting the French fries, that like he had worked at a McDonald's, and he was telling me that like there's like a proper way, and that when they get it right and the salt has the correct arc, you know that they're going to be perfectly salted. And I was like, this is a dude who loves his McDonald's. Like, this guy like wants to see them salt the fries to make sure they're right.
So I always order them unsalted because then I guarantee
Then-
Oh, I
have
didn't.
them hot and I
Yeah.
have salt in the car.
Oh, wow. That's a
But
connoisseur.
they're guaranteed to be hot.
Michelle gets them unsalted, and she's got salt in her car and salts them herself. I know. Are we getting hungry?
All right. So
Diane
it is.
McCormick. I love that show too. I love
No, this is like
I like
she
the
loves the
doctor-
1,000-pound twins or whatever they're called.
Oh, I love watching that.
They're funny.
I love.
Are
watching
they
that.
so funny?
They're so funny. And
They
they're
are
YouTube
so
I can't
funny.
watch those shows.
They're
I
so
can't do
funny.
it.
So
I can't do it.
so let's I'm so sorry. I can't believe we wasted all your time.
So, announcements in the store. It's, every year this happens, like sometime, and it's funny because it's always sometime between like the second week of
who has
February.
salt in their car? Roxanne
It's the
has salt in
second
her
week
car
of
too.
February and April 15th, which is tax day. I was talking to one of my reps this morning and I said this, and he goes, "Oh my God, you had to remind me about the tax season lull." I don't know what it is, but like the store slows down for a couple of weeks, and we're in the middle of that right now. So the guys have kept up pretty close on service. Bunch of people were telling them I was saying same day service, but everybody I was
like
telling them
7 phone calls. And
I was like,
Patrick's
yeah, it'll be
good.
done in a couple of days, is what I was telling people, and people were like, tomorrow, and I'm like, I
So
can't promise
many
it to you
people,
tomorrow.
like, they dropped it off
But
at,
the
like,
guys
4.
are the guys
then
are
call
are
at
getting
10.
things done pretty fast, so it's not necessarily same day.
I'm still saying a week and to a week and
I'm
a
gonna
half.
tell you.
Well, then we've had people get mad.
Yeah, they got
because
mad
they got
'cause it was
mad
ready
it was
the
done
next
too
day.
fast. Like we didn't do any work to it or something. I'm like, did your machine work when you got it home? And then they're like, no, it didn't. I'm like, you threaded it wrong.
Did you
But then-
did you like the tour, Pam? We did the tour yesterday.
And then I cleaned up some more.
And then Shauna made it look even better.
So the store is a totally new thing. Take a look at the tour because you got a full tour of the store. Although you guys barely spent any time in the vacuum side. You guys came over
It made
like,
me
this is Patrick's side. There are a couple of vacuum brands here.
The
See that?
vacuum side makes me uncomfortable, especially because it's so messy. It's like you can't invite guests to the house and then not clean.
I like
That's
people
like-
to see how we really live. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but most the people that have been here know. But then we have people that have never been there. They don't need to know how messy it is.
And you guys have heard me say it before, but one time that same rep that was like, why'd you have to remind me of the tax time lull? He came to the store for the first time.
We have
and
4 more.
We're kind of a big
Okay.
deal, if you guys didn't know that. And I'm saying
want
that half
the
jokingly.
people
We're a top 10 dealer
That
for
haven't
most of
been
the
here, I
brands
want
that
them
we've
to
said.
think we're fancy.
Right, but
Like,
we're
you
not
know-
fancy.
you know
We're
those
down
stores-
home and dirty.
You know those
And-
stores you
and-
go to that are fancy and so pretty? That's what I want. I want them to think that that's how we are.
So the rep came in and all he
Are
had
they
seen was our
47
numbers. He was a
bits
new
in,
rep, but he'd
in
been
the
looking at
system?
our numbers, and he came to the store,
I
and
think
the
it should
store
be
was
a chocolate bar,
fantastically
too.
busy while he was here.
47.
And at about
Yeah.
1 o'clock, he was like, "Your store is entirely unremarkable." He was talking about the traffic we'd had, though. He's like, "It's crazy how busy you guys are. But your store is entirely unremarkable," and I was like, I love that because it's just comfortable
The
here.
unremarkable store.
You're like our family, and you can come
Entirely
in. And
unremarkable.
that's what he said, and I love that. Like that's great, Like
No,
it's,
I want to be the Pinterest store. That's what Shauna and Michelle help.
That's why I want to be
Yeah,
Pinterest.
we want to be Pinterest.
he
You know
always
what I
compares us to a store that he says looks like an Apple store, and he's like, your store, like so many people walk through the door, and I'm like, that's why our store doesn't look like that. Like. There's
Even-
always like 5 vacuums that are here for service, and
It would
like,
look Pinterest if Shauna was in charge.
Oh my god.
But I drag her down.
No.
I drag.
Oh my god.
She's
no.
like here, and I go up there and I drag her down
So we have
into unremarkability.
We
can say
have
these two.
Garden Guild coming up, so we
Oh,
need
yeah,
to
we
kind
gotta
of
go.
move fast.
We gotta
So-
go. Are you?
I'm
Who's
all
starting?
set up. I'm all set up
Sean's
back there.
first.
I'm
So,
ready.
featured
Doors
product?
open.
Okay. The reason why this is here is because
It is Friday giveaway day.
yes.
Whoa!
Can you
For
believe
those of
that?
you who are new, we give something away every Friday. You got to make a comment and we'll ask a question, and you probably need to look up the question. So why don't you look up some questions right now? And so the way it works is every Friday we give something away. Like lately, we ask a question that helps us make the store better, and you guys have to answer the question. We use a random comment picker, and
it is not. Somebody said that they think it's rigged.
So we use a random comment picker.
It's not rigged.
And it's gotta pick a comment that answers the question that we ask. And so lately we've had to run like several times to get to one of those questions, but we're giving away a chair. So you're getting a mocha chair with whatever base we decide, but mocha's Jeannie's favorite color, so that's what we've chosen.
That's my favorite.
And that's actually the chair color that I'm sitting in is mocha. So
I love mocha.
These are normally $399.99. I think there's a national special if you are a club member for Koala, and Koala has a new line coming out, by the way, which we'll have to demo at some point. But you're getting a Koala mocha chair with whatever base. If you're outside of the area,
I can't find it.
If you're outside of the, look up questions.
Questions?
Yeah. Like type it here.
But it should be right before.
So anyways, we're going to ask a question shortly.
Is that not detective enough?
Something
So anyways, if you're out of the area, you can win, but you've got to pay the actual shipping of getting it to you. So the other thing that we're doing is we've also put these up as our daily deal today, and they'll remain up through the weekend, but only through the weekend, and they're only in the supplies that we have. They're normally $3.99. If you're a club member, with Koala, they're $2.99. We're doing them for $2.49.
Let's talk about what's so great about this chair. Number one, I love that you can adjust this up to, look at that go.
It's up to countertop height.
Yeah, so if you want to, if you have a lot of times, a lot of people have cutting tables that are higher up. You can just go ahead. Look how tall I go.
You can sit.
Whoa! I'm in one of the Koala chairs.
You're almost as tall as me now.
So you can go all the way up to counter height. So if you want to sit, or if you have a multi,
plus,
really
go ahead and pull it now. Look at that action. It's so smooth.
It's like an amusement ride. You like that? Another thing I love about this is I love the ring on the base. I know for me, I kick my feet up there, and
she's always like, she can't put her feet on the floor when she sits, like her feet dangle. So it allows her to put her feet on something.
Oh my God, you're right. I'm all the way down at the, oh no, they touch my toes. My toes touch. So I love that ring. My feet hang out there on the ring. It is just the right firmness. Like it's not too firm, and it's not too soft. And you have an adjustment for the back. So if you like to do the low rider, where you're like, if you like to sew and be leaning all the way back, you can do that. So it's just, it's the nicest chair. We've had these in the store forever. They hold up super well. What you don't want to do, it has a great cushion. I need to leave too. Oh, they need the question. Wait. We don't have a question.
I don't have a question.
So
I can't find a question.
I have it. All right. So
well, I want to hear it first.
Would you
And then I searched more and I couldn't find anything.
I think we should ask if they want to see the No, this is not what you're looking for.
It's Fri-yay!
Yeah, this is not, like, we'll just have to make up a question. So,
what they thought about the store tour? What was their favorite part about seeing the store?
I don't know if everyone watched it. How many of you watched it? What do you
I guess if they didn't watch
wish-
it, there.
Oh, that was the one you had. That was really good.
This one.
Okay, I gotta
Which
go.
one?
The what made you choose us over a competitor?
Oh.
So that will be the question for today, which is, and you've got to answer the question, and the comment picker has to pick your question. But what makes you come to our store rather than go to our competitors? I
Yeah.
think that's a great question.
That is a great question. Like, is it
It's because we're
is
fun.
it the fantastic customer service?
Is it the cleanly nature of our iPhone-like store? No,
Is it price?
Is it the
sales?
giveaways?
Yeah, the giveaways. Is it? Yeah.
So anyways, that's the question for today, is what makes you choose our store over our competitors? And I've got a follow-up question for next week too,
And
but
I
I'm
know
not going to give that away.
I know some of you go at the other places because you need to, right?
Right.
You need fabric.
So so that's my
Or maybe
my follow-up
Maybe
question
you go.
is-
Maybe.
So I've got a good question for next week. So with that in mind, answer the question. We'll do a live stream with the random comment picker a little bit later, and then we'll figure that out. And somebody will win this. Not this chair, but the Mocha chair
yeah.
with whichever base
We're
we choose.
not going to give you the used beat up one. What if you came in?
So back to the deal of the day, though. So I've got, I think, 10 or 11 remaining chairs, and they're on the website. And I've got them at $249. And I mean, quite frankly, and this is not a complaint, we really don't make a ton of money selling them at that price, but it's a great deal. A bunch of people in the last couple months have been like, I need a chair. Will you guys do another deal of the day on the chairs? We got I was able to get a shipment of chairs. Those were one of the things we didn't have for a little while. So we've got them. They're there. I think there are 11 of them left. You can pick your top color and then a dark or a light base. And part of the reason for that is the way that the chairs were bundled. A bunch of the bases, I can't see what the color on the base is. So we have kind of an equal number of cherry, maple, oak, and teak bases. But if you just pick a light or a dark base, we'll get you, a light or a dark base. The base color's not that big of a deal anyways. Do we have anything else that we need to cover before you start
This is
your
going to be
event?
coming up. So just a little teaser, finally, because Michelle and Shauna have done it. They're going to be doing the Kimberbell clasp purse. This is the one Michelle did with the little pin tuck. And then this is the Let It Be one. So this is going to be the small rectangular one and the large rectangular one. Look how cute this is. And do you want us to kit it? Look, it's just like a beehive. Isn't that so cute? And it says Let It Be. And look at this gorgeous pin tuck with the little strap. Cute. So cute. Upcoming.
Is that on the calendar yet?
No,
or is
and I
this
know
a teaser?
I know that it's not on the calendar yet. I know people bought that. That was one of our first deal of the days. Oh, you know what else? It's almost been a year of live feeds. Shauna says she went on there 49 weeks.
Wow.
We've done 49 weeks.
We're going to have to do something crazy.
Yeah, we'll do something crazy when we hit our
I think maybe for our
anniversary.
year anniversary, we'll do a live, like a couple hour
Let's do
event.
it.
We'll close the store.
Sew-a-thon.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it we're gonna pull product out and sell product at crazy prices
That sounds
and
fun.
all kinds of crazy stuff. It's gonna be like a quilt show, but without a quilt show. And I just made that up off the top of my head.
Great.
So
Great.
that's going to be a lot of work, but we're gonna do it.
This is going to be your baby. This just came in, so if you ordered it, you should have gotten a note. But this is the Red, White, and Bloom Glide curated set. These are all the colors you need for Main Street Celebration and Red, White, and Bloom quilt. I do not have those quilts yet, the quilt kits for that. Red, White, and Bloom is scheduled to come out at the end of the month, and then they have to ship it to me. So, but I think I have 4 more of these. So everyone who ordered one or asked for one should have gotten an email. And there's 4 more. They're on the website. There's no discount on these. Sorry, just because they don't.
We don't make much money.
Yeah, they charge me a lot for shipping. Anything else?
So.
Do they bring me anything else to show off?
So no other featured products.
Don't know to see that. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so your comment is, why do you come to A1 over
our competitors?
Yeah. That's gonna be our question. Get your answers in, and then let's go ahead. Let's just do it, Patrick. Let's just do it.
I can't, because you can't broad stream.
Let's do it here.
No, then we
don't have to think about it.
So, all right, you guys got like 2 seconds to get your questions in. So the way it works, once again, if you're new, we'll use this random comment picker. The random comment picker has to choose the comment answering the question. We'll do it like right after this. Like
because people are still answering.
Yeah.
My mom made me do it. Rebecca came here because her mom said she had
to.
So you know what? Good. You better listen to your mother. She gave you life.
I had a conversation with Kai about that one today.
Yeah, I tell them.
Pick your battles.
I grew you in my belly, and I let them cut you out. So you do what I tell you to do. That's what I tell my kids.
Oh God. So we will let's do this like right after.
Okay, we're gonna do it after.
It's gonna be better because that way the YouTube people can see it.
Because some of you have a lot to say. That way you can really sit down and formulate your thoughts.
So we'll give you a couple seconds after the live stream ends to do that. Do we have no other announcements? Nothing else?
We don't have anything else.
What about the fandom so long?
Fandom starts on the 1st.
And then what about Garden Guild? Garden Guild's starting right now,
Do we have any more spots? We're filled. Okay, we're filled on Software 101.
Software skills.
Garden Guild is Shauna's starting it right now, so ladies, get in there.
I've already started my fandom thing.
Oh my! Can you bring in some stuff? Can we put it? Can we add it to the shrine?
Yeah.
Michelle has already started her fandom stuff. And I think she's working on 2 things. And last night I was doing research on my dream fandom thing, and I would hopefully it comes to fruition and it doesn't just stay here and not.
Did you get my picture on something?
Oh my God, how did you know that you're my fandom?
Yeah, that's how it is.
You're my fandom, baby. It's gonna be dedicated to my love for Patrick, my undying eternal love.
It's gonna say, get in the kitchen, do the laundry.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new apron, new work gloves. It's just everything that's going to make his life as my domestic diva easier.
Yes, I guess so.
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be funny?
All right. So, thank you. We'll do the comment picker right after this, and have a fantastic day.
Yeah, and we know we're not perfect, and sometimes you don't want to come in. But usually we try to do our best for you. We really do.
I'm waiting for your taglines.
Be creative, make something awesome, and we will see you in Garden Guild, and we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
We've got to get these to the YouTubers. Did you?
Oh wait.
We're gonna make a comment for the YouTubers. The ones.
Yeah, we make a comment too, because if it picks our comment, then it automatically then we'll go and pick somebody from YouTube. Bye.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but can you answer a question now?
Yeah.